Afternoon, guys. We're back at it with a new stream today. Let's head right into it. We are heading to Silverstone today, guys. And guys, I know this is a couple months old now, but I finally saw the F1 movie and it was absolutely incredible. That was a really awesome movie. Even though I dissected a little bit because I'm an F1 fan, so I took out the Hollywood stuff. So, still a great movie. Alright, so basically let's head right into this. Let's head to... Yeah, we're heading to Silverstone today. And yeah, guys, I might have extended the practice session instead of 30 minutes to 60 minutes. Because if it was under 30 minutes, if it was under 30 minutes, I would only be doing 18 laps. So to avoid that, I put it 60-minute practice session so I can have more laps for the race. Alright, so as you guys can see here on the workstation, it is 60 minutes of practice 3 and then 26 laps. If I had to do less than that, it would have been 18. So I don't want to do 18 laps because that's boring. Let me just double check something. Where is it? Fair enough. Alright, let's head right into this practice. I would have enough time to complete all the race programs. Like, well, more than enough time to complete all of them, so this is fun. I'm excited for this. Alright guys, let's head out on track.
Don't push the car just
I have
yet.
enough time
Track
to
is
do
still
like
green. Try to take it easy for the first couple of laps.
my normal 6 laps and then pit in. I have more than enough time to do those laps and also do the race programs without worrying about running out of time. Because since there's about like 60 minutes of practice session, I'm good. I have enough time to do everything. So enjoy these first 6 laps. This is fun. I'm excited right now. It's good to be back in Silverstone, driving this iconic track of all time. One of the most iconic racetracks on the F1 calendar, aside from Monaco. And this year in Silverstone, Lando Norris actually won his race, his home race. So, who's excited for Zandvoort this weekend, guys? Or yeah, this coming Sunday. Who's excited for Zandvoort? Because I know I am. I am excited for Max's home race. Should be fun. Let's see if he wins it this year because last year, Lando Norris beat Max at his home race by 20. I think the gap was like 20 seconds or 22 seconds or something like that, or 21 seconds. He was in the lead while Max was in P2 on his home race. But then again, Max has beaten Lando multiple times on his home track, aka Silverstone, where we are driving right now. This is Lando's home race. So, fair enough. Yeah, some of these red corners are so hard. Like, now I'm looking back at it, like, it's so hard to drive some of these corners sometimes. Especially with the racing wheel, some of these corners are so hard to turn on. That's not even 2 laps, this is just 1 lap. Went too wide. Too wide again. Sorry, 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 sorry. I am sorry. I hit the wrong button. Yep, I hit the wrong button. I did not mean to hit pause like that, guys. My finger hit the PlayStation home button. Yeah, there's a lot of improvement I need to do on this track with this wheel. Especially going through the fast corners like here. Or even this one. And I also need to change my engine component. I need to change my MGUH before the race, so first thing I'm gonna do when I go back into the pits is change my MGUH. One more lap.
You're leading the pack, that's P1. And just behind us are Gasly, Tsunoda and Albon. The fastest lap at the moment, 1:29.3. They're in 15th. Okay, radar is clear, weather is looking good for now. Okay, dries seem like the best tyre for now. Right, let's have you in at the end of this lap, please.
Alright guys, yep, We're back in, so yeah, let's go do another. Let's go do a race program. Actually, I didn't do one yet, so let's let's do this one, and then from this one,
Everyone ready? Okay, let's go.
we will go from there. This is fun. I did a drive out for this one because it's 45 minutes. I might have low-key regret it, but that's okay. Yeah, when you see cars ahead that's coming behind you with faster speed, you have to let them through. I'm in an outlap right now. Yeah, I believe if I was in a flying lap, I wouldn't let him pass me like that. 100% not. Here we go. Now he has to let me. He has to get out of the way from me now. Fair enough. Alright guys, enjoy these laps and I'll talk to you guys when I head back into the pits.
Programme complete and a job well done. We got some excellent data with that run, so come on back to the garage and I can take you through the numbers. Pitting this lap then. Come into the pits at the end of this lap.
Like I told you guys, first thing I gotta do when I come back to the garage is fix that engine part, which is here. It'll take 19 minutes. Yeah, fuel management. I can do fuel management. Not a problem.
Right, so our fastest lap currently 1 minute 29.1.
Well, I did 11 laps and I still have the fastest lap time, which is 129.1 with all three fast sectors. Damn, sector 1 28.1, a sector 2 is 36.6, and a sector 3 24.3. Damn, I'm a bit shocked. And George Russell did a
We're 9th in the speed trap, 324.1 kilometers per hour.
George Russell did a 130.0 with a gap of 0.942. Damn. And he's only on a one lap. Let's see what happens. Enjoy those who are out on track. I will be back when that timer is finished with the engine compartment that I changed. So enjoy. Alright guys, so basically that is done. Let's see where I'm at. I am still P1, but I don't have the fastest
Right, so far
sectors.
at best lap 1:29.1.
Yeah, I don't have the fastest sectors anymore. I only have a fast sector 1 and sector 3. London North has the fastest sector 2. So let's go out with the last 15 minutes and do the last race program. Let's do this. Woo.
In this program, we want you to focus on your fuel saving technique. Lift and coast through corner entry to save as much as you can whilst keeping under the minimum lap time.
I've never been good at this one, especially in Silverstone, so let's see what happens.
Program complete. Program complete. These results will do, although you could definitely do better. Consider giving it another shot.
Hello, man. What's up? Welcome to the stream. Thanks for joining, guys. Hope you guys enjoy. In about a few minutes or so, we're going to be heading into qualifying. So I hope you guys stick around for that. Just doing one last race program, and then yeah, that was it. Ooh. Yep, sorry about that. Yeah, I was focused on going around again. I didn't realize I didn't want to. There's about 6 minutes left. That wasn't so bad. There's a lot of green. Especially on the first lap, there was a lot of green. Second lap, there was a little bit more red. And on the last lap, there was more green. That's awesome. That was great to see. Let's see if I can do the last one, which is qualifying pace.
To view current strategy and race...
I didn't want to hear what he had to say. I knew what he was going to say. I was not sticking to that. But let's see if I have the race pace and what position
Okay,
do I
don't
have.
worry about tyres, just give it everything. In this test, we just want to make sure we can lap close to our rival's pace.
Let's see the qualifying pace I get. Let's see if I can make it to P1. Enjoy.
Confirmed, we'll receive you at the end of this lap.
Qualifying pace is shit. It is absolutely terrible. But there's 50 seconds left of practice anyway, so let's see how my real qualifying pace is soon, because we're going into qualifying. So stay tuned.
And if today's practice session is anything to go by, we're in for an exceptional weekend of Formula One.
Alright guys, that was the end of practice and P3. Let's head right into qualifying and let's have a great lap. Enjoy the lap, guys.
A one-time airfield fully owned by cars in this era. One of the finest ribbons of racetrack anywhere on Earth. It's high speed, it's dramatic, it's Silverstone.
Understood. Stopping this lap. Okay, we've only got 1 lap of fuel remaining.
Alright guys, let's check out my lap time. Alright, what's my lap time? Okay guys, I did a 1...
Okay mate, our best lap so far, 1 minute 28.1.
I need to learn how to turn that shit off because it's pissing me off a little bit. I did a 128.1 with all 3 fast sector. In sector 1 I did a 27.9, sector 2 I did a 36.3, and in sector 3 I did a 23.8. And George Russell right below me, who did a 129.5 with a gap of 1.4.
We're 15th in the speed trap, 341.5 kilometers per hour.
Yeah guys, I'm not heading back out on track for an improvement lap, so stay tuned. Alright guys, that was the end of Q1. Let's see who is out. Alright, let's do this. So, out in Q1 we have Valtteri Bottas in a Kick Sauber in a P20, then Nico Hulkenberg in a Haas in P19, Kevin Magnussen in a Haas in P18, and Joe Guanyu in a Kick Sauber in P17, and Logan Sargent in a Williams in P16. So, which means both Saubers are out in Q1 and both Haases are out in Q1. So, let's head right into Q2 and get a great lap and provisional pole. Let's do it.
Okay, we've only got one lap of fuel remaining.
Yeah, I almost went over the line just because the lap fell away. I was like, damn, okay. So what did I do? I did a 127 26.9 with all three fast sector. I did in sector 1 I did a 27.9,
Right, our best
and
lap so
sector 2
far,
I did.
1:27.9.
Let me reread the whole thing because this thing is annoying when it does that. So I did a 1:27.9 with all three fast sectors. I did a 27.9 in sector 1, a 36.1 in sector 2, and a 23.8 in sector 3. So stay tuned. And Landon Norris right below me did a 129.2 with a gap of 1.3
quiet
seconds.
right now. Let's get out there.
I'm not going out for another lap, guys. Stay tuned. Alright guys, that's the end of Q2. Let's see who is out in Q2. Alright, let's do it. Oh, Max Verstappen came up right under me. I didn't even notice. Alright guys, let's see who is out in Q2. So out in Q2 we have Pierre Gasly in an Alpine. We have Daniel Ricciardo in a Visa Cash App RB. We have Alex Albon. Well, let me restart. We have Pierre Gasly in an Alpine in P15. Daniel Ricciardo in a Visa Cash App RB in P14. Alex Albon in a Williams in P13. Esteban Ocon in an Alpine in P12. And last but not least, Lance Stroll in an Aston Martin in P11. And both Alpines are out in Q2. Let's see who the top 10 are for pole position shootout. We have Yuki Tsunoda, Lewis Hamilton, Carlos Sainz, Fernando Alonso, Oscar Piastri, Charles Leclerc, George Russell, Lando Norris, Max Verstappen, and myself. Let's head right into Q3 and get another great lap and pole position. Let's do it.
Here are the top 5 cars as things stand. Norris, Leclerc, Hamilton, Russell and Verstappen. Okay, so the current fastest lap, 1 minute 28.9. Okay, we've only got 1 lap of fuel remaining. Okay, we can take you this lap.
I came out of the broadcast again by accident. I am back in the broadcast. Don't worry, I don't know if you guys can hear me. Yeah, I'm back in the broadcast right now, so. So that lap I did a 27.8 with all three
Right,
fast
so our
sectors.
best lap so far, 1:27.8.
So yeah, this is the last lap. I'm on provisional pole as we speak, and everybody's in the garage. So let's see what happens. And I'm gonna try to go out for an improvement lap this time, because I feel like that lap could have been better. So yeah, so when everybody's heading out for the improvement lap, I'm gonna head out. I don't know if I'm gonna get it, but let's see what happens. So stay tuned.
Excellent lap. We're all very, very pleased with that one. Nice work.
Bruh,
Come
it was
on,
too
let's get
late.
back in the pits.
But I got pole position anyways. Alright guys, time to head out. Time to head to the race. I didn't get to
Well,
do
that
an
wraps up
improvement lap,
qualifying,
but
but
I
don't
got
worry,
pulled
we'll be back
anyways.
tomorrow as we head into the Grand Prix.
Oh wow, Max Verstappen is P7. I got to fight Lando for... I got to fight with Lando. This should be fun. Alright, let's do it. Yeah, this is going to be exciting for sure. I'm not ready to race Silverstone right now, but I got to do it. It's the last race until... It's the last race for a few days. Because I'll be taking a break from this. Because guys, I'm restarting school. So I need to take a break from streaming to focus on that for maybe a week. And then I'll hop back on. But yeah, let's head right into this. I'm excited for this race. So you guys are not going to see the Hungarian race for maybe for like a week or so. But I'm going to decide what happens this weekend. I doubt I'm going to do it this weekend, but we'll see. Alright guys, let's do some things here first before we go. Bring this up to... You know what? I'm gonna follow my guts this time. Where is it at? Yeah, I'm gonna follow my guts this time. Enjoy the race, guys. And talk to you guys just before the formation lap, as always. Before the formation lap ends. As always, enjoy the track introduction.
We meet again at Silverstone for one of the great Formula One races of the entire calendar. With a barely believable capacity crowd creating a phenomenal atmosphere, it is time for a race that puts a smile on your face. It is time for the British Grand Prix. Let's have a look at the circuit. 18 corners, 3.6 miles. The DRS detection zones are at Village and Maggots, that's turn 3 and turn 11. Cops Corner, turn 9 is taken as near to flat out as you dare. It is a test of the driver's bravery out there. Off the back of a fantastic qualifying session, it's time to see how our starting grid looks like for today's race. Henry lines up on pole position, edging out Lando Norris, who'll start from P2. Moving on to the rest of the grid, we have Leclerc, Hamilton, Russell, Tsunoda, Verstappen, Fernando Alonso, Oscar Piastri, Sainz, Stroll, Ocon, Albon, Ricciardo, Gasly, Sargent, Joe, Magnussen, Hulkenberg, and Valtteri Bottas begins the race from the back of the grid. Which of these talented drivers will come out on top today? Welcome to the commentary box. I'm Alex Jakes, delighted to say that we're joined today by Anthony Davidson. Well, they're having a better time than their teammates so far this year. How do you keep that momentum going?
Yeah, they have, and it's, rule number one, beat your teammate. They're the one that share the same equipment as you, and yes, the cars can vary in setup from race to race and depending on who has which style, but essentially they're your barometer, the yardstick. If you can beat them, that's the first job you have to do. And it looks like it's going their way, doesn't it? And they need to carry on this momentum, this energy through the rest of the season.
Here we go then. The formation lap is underway and the track temperature looks warm. That may or may not play into some of the team's hands for today's race. As the cars come back to the grid to line up for the start of the race.
Alright guys, enjoy the race. This should be fun. I'm excited for this race, so enjoy.
Race on the podium. Failing that, within the...
This is going to be a good race. I know it. I can feel it. Let's do it. I'm excited to get another win, guys. Oops, wrong pedal. Gas, accelerator, clutch. Alright. Enjoy the race, guys. See you guys at the end of the race, or if anything dramatic happens mid-race, including restarts. Enjoy.
Okay, DRS will be enabled this lap. You can use it when you're within 1 second of the car ahead and in the DRS zone. That was the fastest lap of the race. Keep this up. Well done. Okay, mate, lap times are a little erratic at the moment. Let's try and close up the difference between them. Okay, mate, time of that last lap, 1 minute 32.6. Green flag.
Yeah, guys, Lewis Hamilton is out, as you guys can see. Yeah, Hamilton is out of the race. I don't know what happened, but as usual, I feel like it's engine problems, so I'm not really gonna touch on it much. But in a few laps or so is gonna be my pit stop, so enjoy me teasing Leclerc and Lando.
You only have to stop once now, 1 stop left. Your pit window opens in 5 laps time, 5 laps. Okay, clear.
Yeah, guys, we have a second car out, and that is Daniel Ricciardo. It's his second DNF for the race, and we're only on lap 8, man. That's crazy. Yeah, guys, I'm currently teasing Norris and Leclerc right now. I'm teasing them with speed. Ooh, baby, let's go. Alright, let's go. Screw it, I'm out. Enjoy the race.
Caution, caution. Nice work, you smashed it. Really good job on hitting that target, mate. We're approaching the pit window and you're going to be on mediums. Okay, mate. Right, we've got some clear track in front of us, so let's make best use of it and make the next lap a quick one. You got this. Yes, mate, we hit the target. Nice work. In this lap. Push now. Remember, box this lap. Keep an eye on your distance to the speed limit line as you approach and make sure you don't speed. Okay, go, go, go! That was a fantastic stop, faster than we were expecting. Okay, stay clear of the white line on the exit. We'll receive a penalty for dangerous driving if you cross onto the track. Right, the gap to the teammate ahead of us, 2.4 seconds. Okay, they're on old softs. They're in second. Time last lap, 1:31.8. Max is in the pits. Max in the pits. Tyre condition still looking good.
No way he made it out. Max made it out in P2. Oh my god, that was so close. He seriously undercutted Leclerc. That was a seriously good undercut because Max made it out of the pit lane before Leclerc came around. Damn, I was not expecting that. That's a very good undercut there from Max, man. And yes, guys, I know I'm driving from cockpit. It looks boring, but this is how an actual F1 driver drives, obviously. And this is what he sees. Whoops. Let me know what you guys think about the race so far. shoot your message down in the comments. I'm gonna read them out while I'm driving. How much laps to go?
You're in first position, front of the pack. Car behind is Max. They're on fresh mediums. That was our last stop. No more scheduled pit stops. Let's go. Okay, 12 laps to go.
For a second, it felt like Max was on the hunt for me, but he's not that far away from me. Well, he is about 5.5 seconds away from me, but like, he's not hunting right now. He's just driving. I'm hunting for P1 right now. And this is how you make an easy race boring. I'm gonna do something crazy right now.
So you know, we're getting some strange readings from a couple of the sensors, so I don't think you need to be worried, just some bad data, so keep doing what you're doing. I'll let you know if we notice any genuine problems.
Yeah guys, I'm purposely slowing down right now. I'm purposely slowing down. There's the Flying Dutchman. He's right behind me. The Flying Dutchman is here.
Okay, mate, we've got more fuel in hand than we need, so let's push, and use it all up.
Ooh. It's fun doing stuff like this. Let me not screw around too much and lose the race. So let me keep in mind that I'm still racing and not screw around too much. Excuse me. This is it. No more slowing down. I'm out, guys.
Okay, mate, I'm afraid we didn't quite get what we needed there, but let's not worry about it. Get your head down now, chin up, and let's focus right until the checkered flag. Gap to your teammate behind, 2.6 seconds. You're leading the pack, that's P1. Norris is behind you. They're on fresh mediums. Pit strategy complete. See these tyres through to the end now. Okay, just 5 laps until the end.
By the way, if you guys haven't noticed, Max and Mando are fighting right now. They're fighting for P2. I'm rooting for Max obviously because he's my teammate, but damn. Yeah, they're fighting for P2. And nobody's fighting me for P1. Oh, that sucks. I thought I'd be getting Trace a rundown for P1. But nobody's doing that. This sucks. Nah, I'm just playing, bro. I'm gonna take this win as easy as it comes. A win is a win. The more they fight, the more I accelerate up and the more the gap increases. It's almost at 4 seconds though. It's at 3.8 now. Come on, Max, get that position back. Race is almost over, man. Second to last lap. Let's go. But I definitely need to raise the air level to 60 on my wheel though. Because right now it's at 58, so I'll put it at 60 next time. When I come back to Silverstone, obviously. The next race after this is Budapest, which I won't be racing because I will be taking a break from streaming for a little bit until maybe not this weekend but the weekend after. Ooh, damn. 2 viewers left. That's okay. Thank you guys for joining anyways and staying loyal right now. I appreciate it. Ooh, Max got it back, but you about to lose it again. Last lap.
Final lap, final lap. Push, push.
So what do you guys think about my judging skills when I'm in cockpit? Do you think it's better or worse than how I usually drive? Because honestly, I don't even know how good I am in cockpit. I know I can drive in cockpit, but I could be better. What do you guys think? Going you these turns a couple years ago, really cockpit would have been so hard. I want you those too easy. Well, then again, a couple years ago, or a year ago from now, I wasn't doing. I didn't think I would have a racing wheel right now driving, so because I know I couldn't afford it. So here we are today, the racing wheel and driving in cockpit like a professional. Woo! Race win, baby. Let's go.
Yes, 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 guys.
Great
yes.
win. Let's go.
Boys.
Nice.
Ah, fantastic drive. That's just fantastic. Amazing. You deserved that race win. Well done, mate.
Yes, sir. Did Lando beat Max? I don't even know who came in second, bro. I just see Lando and
Plenty
Max
of action
passing.
then here in Silverstone.
I'll see
A
on
memorable
podium
race
who was
and an
in second.
impressive victory.
Let's see who's where on podium because I don't know who came in behind me.
And 3
Is it
wins
Max
in a
or
row now,
Lando?
of course, thrown the gauntlet down. The drivers are out there now. They realise that they are the target. They're the ones
Max
to
is
beat.
Max is
They've got the
P3.
energy, they've got
Lando's
the momentum
P2.
on their side.
The drivers are en route to the podium as we speak. What a fantastic win for the Red Bull team. They've performed exceptionally today, keeping us firmly on the edge of our seats throughout the entirety of the race. Congratulations to everyone at the team. I'm equal parts exhausted and elated with this weekend of Formula One. Be sure to join us for the next one.
Yeah, alright guys, so yeah, let's go check out all the stuff that happened during the race. Standings, where am I in the standings? I'm at 360, and that's exactly what I thought was gonna happen. If Lando beat Max in the next race, Max is now number 3 in the driver's standing behind Lando, but the point gap is only 2. Lando's only up by 2 points, so damn. Constructors were Red Bull's obviously winning that, and obviously I'm still in the lead for the drivers championship, so I'm gonna go get my 6th drivers championship. So yeah, this is gonna be fun. Yeah, so I kind of figured if Lando won, this is what was gonna happen. Figured that much. Let's check out the race director. Let me see why these guys went out. Lando Norris and Hamilton collided. Lewis Hamilton collided with Lando Norris. Oscar Piastri collided with Hamilton. Damn, both McLarens collided with Hamilton. That's crazy. And then Lewis Hamilton had an engine failure. And then Daniel Ricciardo had an engine failure. Okay, cool. Say less. Alright. Let's go check out the highlights and then call it a evening for this race. So enjoy the highlights. They might be boring and it might be pretty fast because not much happened. Oh yeah, my recognition's still not going up. This sucks. If my recognition doesn't get to 60, I don't get all the parts for my car. I need a 60% recognition to get the rest of the parts for my car. like I said, round 13 in Budapest will not be raced for another couple weeks. For a couple days, I should say. A week. So until then, yeah, I gotta focus on going back to school, guys. So, no Hungarian race until then. What's this? Oh, almost there. How much am I missing now? I'm missing I went too far. I'm missing 68 race starts. So that's what's up. Ooh. Let's see how the car is doing. The car is doing so bad. The engine's not so bad. Might not have to change anything for a few weeks, but that's good so far. And this is always the best part to see. Where is it? Yep, seeing the trophies and seeing the wins. Not my stats, but season results and trophy. I love it. I won current races right now, so I've won 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So I basically won 12 races so far. Let's go. Not bad. Lost 2, won 12. Alright guys, let's head back. Yep, let's head back and then... Whoops. Sorry. Alright, later man. Thanks for joining. And let's head out right now. Yes, I'm excited for this part. Alright. Alright guys, thank you for joining today's live stream. And I will be back on stream in a few days time. After everything else is settled. So, thanks for joining for the last stream for now, and then until a couple weeks from now, or a few days from now, I should say. Hope you guys enjoyed the race, and I know I did. So it was a great race. So I'm excited, man. Summer's coming to an end so fast. So thanks for joining me with the journey, and I'm definitely gonna continue this season for sure. But I'm not gonna race it offline. I'm gonna race it on camera for you guys can see it. So, yep. Thank you for joining. Click that subscribe button. Share the video with your friends. You know, friends, family, and click the like button. And much appreciated. Have a good night, good morning, good evening, wherever you guys are in the world right now. And thank you for the support, guys. Peace out. Have a good night.